Kowalczyk here, and today's lesson is actually for the parents. So I'm going to be taking you through the steps that we teach for division. Division is the hardest of the math operations for children to understand. So we're going to be making sure that we really understand each one of the steps. So there are only 3 steps that we teach in Key Stage 1 for division, but it's super duper really important that children understand these steps and that they're able to master these steps, because when they get into Key Stage 2 and they're doing 4-digit numbers dividing by a 3-digit number, things like that that are really quite difficult, this gives them the foundation in order to do it. So I'm going to work through the 3 steps with you. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to comment on this video or email or phone the school, and I'll be able to help you out, all right? So for our first step, it is grouping. So as you can see here, we have 10, my pen isn't working, 10 divided by 5. So for grouping, it's the first step that the children will learn for dividing. So the first thing you need to do is you need to draw 10 pictures. So you can do smiley faces, you can do circles, you can do cupcakes, you can do whatever you want. Now today I'm feeling like I'm in a loving mood, so I'm going to do some hearts. So I'm going to do 10 hearts. So your biggest number is what you're going to draw the pictures with. So our biggest number here is 10. So I'm going to do 10 hearts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've done my 10 hearts, and now if your child is having trouble grasping what number to use, they can cross it out. So they've done 10 hearts, so they can cross out the 10. Now we need to do something with our 5s. So for grouping, you just make a group of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You draw a circle around those 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you draw a circle around those 5. And then so we've used up all of our hearts. So in order to find our answer, we count how many groups there were. So we have 1 group and we have 2 groups. So 10 divided by 5 equals 2. So that is our first step for division that we teach in Key Stage 1. Our second step is sharing. So this one, children do from a young age without even knowing it, but it's just actually getting them to put it down onto paper. So if they have 4 sweets and it's between them and their sister, and they need to give it out equally, they would give 2 to their sister and they would keep 2 to themselves. So children naturally do sharing all on their own, but we need to teach them how to do it as well. So here we have 8 divided by 2. So the first thing you need to find is the smaller number. So here, our smaller number is 2, and you need to do that many circles. So 1, 2. So we have our 2 circles. And now you're going to share the big number in between those circles. So we're going to share 8. So 1 per circle until we get to 8. So I'm just going to do ticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've gotten to 8, and now in order to find my answer, I'm going to count 1 circle. So for multiplication, I counted all of the circles, but we are not doing that for division. We are only counting 1 circle. So let's count this circle here. Oh, there we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So there was 4 ticks in that circle. So 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Now it doesn't matter what circle you count because they should all be even. So for example here, we also have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it doesn't matter what circle they count. They can pick their favorite circle, they could pick the circle at the bottom, they can pick the circle to the left. It doesn't matter what circle they pick, just as long as they only count 1 circle. All right, and our final step that we teach them in, this one we only teach in year 2, is number line. So for our number line, we are going to start at 0. So for multiplication and division, we always start at 0. No matter what, we're starting at 0 for multiplication and division. For addition and subtraction, it's different. So for multiplication and division, we start at 0. So we draw our number line. Now, I can't use a ruler on this board, so I'm doing it without a ruler, but please encourage your children to use rulers, or else you get some pretty wonky lines all across their math book or their sheet that they're working on. So you start with your number line, and because it's division, we're going to start at 0. So we start at 0. Now, you need to think about what number you can count in. Now, with division, the number they can count in is going to be the smaller number. So, for example, here we have 50 divided by 10. So our smallest number is 10. So the children are going to count in tens. So for division, you do one jump at a time. So you draw a jump, and you write 10 on the inside because we're counting in tens. Okay? And we're going to go until we get to our big number, which is 50. So we're going to count in tens until we get to 50. So we have 1, and then we do 10 more. Oh, I forgot to write 10 here. Sorry, guys. So they write 10 underneath the jump as well. And then plus 10 is 20. So 20 would go here. Now we're not at 50 yet. We're only at 20, so we need to continue to do more jumps. So we add 10 more. So 20 plus 10 is 30, but we're not at 50 yet, so we need to add a next jump. So we add another 10, 30 plus 10 is 40. So we write 40 here, we're not at 50 yet, so we're going to add another one, so add another 10, 40 plus 10 is 50. So now we've reached 50, which was what we wanted to get to. So our answer is not 50. Our answer is actually the number of jumps that we have taken. So we have 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps, 5 jumps. Now, if your child is okay with just doing the little line on each jump, that's fine. If your child has trouble remembering the number of jumps, they can write them as well. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So we have done 5 jumps. So our answer is 5. So 50 divided by 10 equals 5. So there you have our steps that we teach for division in Key Stage 1. We also, after they are done their number line, we move on to word problems. Now I'm not going to do word problems on this video tutorial because it takes the exact same strategies and it just uses them onto word problems. If you would like some more guidance on word problems, if your child has mastered the number line, then please let me know and I can put up another video with word problems if you would like that. All right, thank you so much for listening today, guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to either comment on this video, email the school, or phone the school, and I'll be able to answer them. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.